Please be advised there are spoilers ahead related to the property being watched and or discussed. Hello! Thank you so very much for tuning in. This is Ashamoji TV. My name is Asha. If you're new here, welcome. This is where I like to watch, react, and just give my 2 cents about a couple of properties related to sci-fi and fantasy. So in today's video, I am going to share with you my condensed reaction to episode 16 from the 7th season of Supernatural, titled Out with the Old. And I'm assuming in with the new? Now, normally I would give you an informal recap of the previous episodes that I've watched. Episode 13, The Slice Girls, terrible episode. I hate it. It's the worst one of the entire series I've watched so far. And to clarify a little bit more than what I had said in my reaction video, I think it greatly mocked the Winchesters saga as a whole that I've understood from seasons 1 to seasons 5. And so, yeah, it was just a very insulting episode. And I'll just leave it at that. Then episode 14, clowns. That's all I'm going to say, clowns. And I share the same phobia that Sam has about clowns. And that was a really hard one to watch. And yeah, that's all you need to know, clowns. Not much to go on that. It was a filler episode. And then, of course, Repo Man, episode 15, was a filler episode as well, but it did tie into where I think the problem is going to be picking up again with Sam and his hallucinations of Lucifer. And I said at the end of that reaction that Mark Pellegrino's reprisal of the role of Lucifer was the saving grace of that episode, although after kind of looking through the episode during my edit, I think it had a lot of potential to be a really good episode if they just really tried in terms of the writing. But aside from that, the main thing to take away from that episode that will lead into, I'm assuming, the next few episodes, or maybe not, because it seems like there's a lot of filler episodes in this season, is that Sam's mind is now really breaking. He's no longer able to control his hallucinations with Lucifer, although at the end of that episode I was even saying, stab your hand again, Sam, like stab it, I don't know, create a new wound, because essentially he was using pain, right, to push him away, and so I just don't see why he wouldn't try to create a new, deeper physical wound to push Lucifer away. I don't know. What I do know is many of you have been encouraging me to stay the course and not give up on Supernatural based on my dislike of a lot of the episodes from the season. So I'm here to reassure you, I am of course going to do that. But just be patient with me, because at the same time, if I really hate an episode, I hate an episode. And I'll do my best to articulate my reasons why as I watch the episodes, but I can't make any promises, okay? Anyway, that's all I think is necessary to share with you. So here's my reaction to episode 16. Ballet setting. Interesting.
Marina, a little late for practice, no? Never too late. Practice makes perfect, if you have the talent.
Ooh, burn. So I said it before, I'm always impressed with their gruesome deaths. That's the best part of this whole season so far, so let's hope it's a continuous streak. No. Oh. Is she dancing against her will? It's coinciding with the janitor's movements. What he just did. Okay, so I guess I'll rule out Spirit. Haunted ballet house.
So where are you?
We're in Oregon.
No, I got nothing.
In Oregon.
Wisconsin, Frank.
What about it?
The coordinates.
Bobby's coordinates.
Oh, right, yeah, no, I got nothing. I got no activity.
Well, work on it.
Hey, when did you become the boss of me?
Since he paid you?
Right. Oh, and another thing.
Frank? Hello?
Boy. Oh, it's because he has no choice but to deal with that ass. But I do love Frank.
When you go over like the Guinness record of caffeine consumption, it's like you're fit this morning.
Yeah, well, every time I close my eyes, Lucifer is yelling into my head. It's like I let him in once, now I can't get rid of him.
Yay, they're talking about it.
Anyway, once I'm awake, check it out. I'm saying drugs, but read between the lines. Sounds like she danced her own feet off. Might be our kind of thing.
Dancers. They got toe shoes full of crazy.
Oh,
And you would know
that's
this
so.
how?
I saw Black Swan. Twice.
That doesn't count.
Man, dances? Why not? We go get some sleep on the way.
Yeah, maybe.
Huh. I'm surprised Dean didn't come up with a... Sorry, I have a runny nose. Dean didn't come up with another way to deal with the pain against Lucifer.
No, you can't touch those, honey. Those are for Daddy's work.
Oh, okay. All right. So the slipper is the problem. That was a more obvious way to point that out. So it's cursed?
Daddy,
Something?
I have to go pee.
Sweetie, you know what a little girl's room is?
Look how clean the slippers are. Not even a blood splatter on it. Oh, little girl, don't put them on. But she was drawn to them. Oh, magic slipper indeed.
Hey there, how you doing?
Oh.
Okay. What can I do for you fellas?
Well, we need to see the shoes that were involved in the ballet dancer's death. Damn it, Tracy.
Who's Tracy? My daughter. She loves ballet.
Okay, yeah, go find Tracy. Wow.
Hey, take those shoes off.
Oh, yo, my gosh. Grab her, yeah. Pull them off her feet. Oh my god.
Okay. I'm going with cursed object. You think?
Next stop. Out with the old.
Oh,
I suppose it's too much to hope that these shoes are the
Name
only
of
thing
a
in that
place.
store that we have to worry about.
$15.99. That's expensive. Well, to me anyway. U.S. currency. That's like almost $20 here in Canada. Mm-mm.
Does it look like they're your size?
Shut up.
Oh my gosh.
Are you?
Getting a strong urge to burn Siegfried myself into oblivion.
Oh.
Yes.
You really didn't see Black Swan?
Interesting. If they have Dean Dance in them, yo, I'm gonna be in heaven.
I don't think he's gonna sell.
Thinking is not your strong suit, George.
That looks so hilarious. Imagine just seeing two guys walk around with ballet slippers like that.
Hello? Hey, did you sell these?
Yeah.
Where'd you get them?
My mother had them in that box.
Okay, you said these were your mother's? Where'd she get them?
I don't know. I found them in the back. You got it.
Now, where's your mother?
She passed away last week.
These shoes.
Just some personal stuff she collected. I'm trying to get rid of it all.
Oh, is there more like this?
Sam.
So do they have to burn the mother's bones?
What was in those boxes?
Okay, so a bunch of objects belonging to his mom are cursed. So the next object is a knife. She's gonna chop off her hand or something? Ah! The lead up to it! Why is she surprised? It's a tea kettle. I see. Okay. Cursed tea kettle.
Now, where'd your mom get these?
I don't know, I found them in her safe.
Did it ever occur to you that these things might be locked in that safe for a reason?
No, I just thought it was some of the junk that she had collected over the years.
Because this junk is killing people.
What? Like, how can that be?
Look, Scott, we're gonna need to know exactly what you sold out of that safe, and the names and addresses of who you sold it to.
So, places like that would take down your name and address? It wouldn't be just a normal transaction, you know, by cash or credit?
Tika, yeah. Hey, with enough curse mojo, you can turn a friggin' pencil into a weapon of mass destruction.
Good times.
She's a hot mess. Ugh. Are they gonna show it? Yeah.
All right, who's next on the list? All right. We got a gramophone sold to Brenda Gluck, 413 River Street, and a vintage gentleman's magazine sold to Peter Naked, 27 Johnson Lane.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, I wonder how old porn kills you.
Pretty sure you don't want to know.
You're probably right. All right, let's do this.
Yep.
Well, that's a close match to Baby, even though it's not Baby. That's an old gramophone.
I'll be right back.
Oh, is it gonna kill the mom? That's freaky. Is it hypnotizing him? Yep. Let me guess. Kill your mother? Okay, well, they showed Sam right outside there somewhere, so... Please let him come on time and save this kid. Yeah.
Where's the gramophone?
Oh, boy.
Hey, that's mine.
Kid, this would be a really good time for a lesson in gratitude. Lucky for you, I'm too tired.
That wasn't a tough fight at all.
So my mom wasn't just some whack job. All this stuff is real.
Yep.
Well, now I really feel like crap. You know, this real estate lady kept coming around, and then one day, just like that, Mom says okay. Then she had that accident. Never even got to enjoy the money.
How soon after?
Next day.
You know the drill, right? Don't touch anything in these boxes. In fact, don't even go near the safe. Once we get it all boxed up, we'll get a U-Haul and get everything out of here.
Believe me, I got it.
Okay, so there's some connection to that lady. Oh, she's buying up the place.
You know, Mr. Marshall, the block won't be the same. Most of your neighbors
She looks
have already
familiar,
sold.
but I can't
Now,
pinpoint
I've
where I've seen
prepared
her.
an analysis report for you, George. Our offer is more than generous.
Seems that way.
And with that generous offer, you can pretty much go wherever and do whatever you please. You can get on with your life.
Sorry, not selling. And I ain't buying that crap either, lady.
I wish you the best of luck with the rest of your life. What little there is left of it.
Okay. She's a witch?
trigger. First the woman at the antique shop, and now this. I mean, you know that Mr. Roman doesn't like us calling attention to ourselves.
Ah, okay, yeah. Why am I surprised? It's weird. It's like I'm in denial that the Leviathans are the main baddies or something.
Do you know how many assistants I've had since taking this body, George?
Maybe 3?
5. I leave it to your imagination what happened to the first 4.
Hint, hint.
4, George. Just saying. So go to that nice barista on Main and get me a grande, non-fat, no-whip white mocha, 1 pump sugar-free double shot espresso, okay?
Sure. That's all the way across town. I won't be back till 9.
See you at 8:45.
George, you need a new job.
Hey, what's up? I'm on my way.
Yeah, not sure we're taking the safe out of town just yet. Thanks. So it turns out that Mom Horner didn't just die and leave the store to Scott. 40 years trying to keep that place, right? Then one day she wakes up and sells. Next day, drives her car off a cliff. There's this new company, never even tasted real estate, just gobbled up a huge chunk of Main Street. Now, I could be off the deep end here, but doesn't that seem weird to you? Sam, are you all right?
You know they say that sleep deprivation is an enhanced interrogation technique?
Yeah.
Trust me, it's torture.
Pull over, man. Come on, Sam, you know better. It's like I feel like they've dumbed down Sam somehow in this season.
This better be good.
Right. Hey, I'll make double dip in your crazy sauce. No offense.
None taken, Fudge Pop.
But I think I found something.
I'm going to use that word next time, fudge pop.
Alright, so there's this new company who's buying up a whole bunch of mom and pops in Portland, but I hit a firewall and I tried to access its site. They keep them crappy?
Can a dog play poker?
I don't.
The answer is yes. What's the company name?
Geothrive Inc.
I gotta go find me some YouTube videos of dogs playing poker. Please don't have Sam have an accident. For real. Yeah, that's your cue. Stop the car.
You're lucky I'm late.
So lucky. Next.
Can I get a triple red eye, please?
It's your funeral.
They all know the Winchesters.
I'm seriously not kidding.
And you're sure it's him?
Of course I'm sure. Sam Winchester is going into that antique shop we just bought. Eating him is pretty much what I was thinking.
What? No!
No?
Come back to the office. Now! We have a chain of command here, George. You see a Winchester,
wow.
you don't eat him.
That's quick.
You tell me, and I eat him. Like you're not one dumb move away from a bibbing already? Come on.
But I...
Oh, no. But no.
They should have just had this as a phone conversation instead of just fast forwarding it to him being there.
My silence is your cue, Frank.
Oh.
So you were trying to access the Geothrive internal site, and the reason why you couldn't is because if you dig down deep, it's all dig.
Yeah, well, that'd be helpful if you didn't say that about everything.
Yeah, except I'm operating on hard fact now, wise ass.
Leviathans are Walmart and mom and pops?
And Bingo was his name-o.
So we've got a big old field in Wisconsin and a bunch of freaking shops in Portland. The hell are they up to?
Beats me. Call me if you don't die.
So,
Well, that'll work.
Good parting words.
how's it going?
I just got a phone, Frank. Apparently we have a bit of a Leviathan issue in this town. Hey, you hearing me?
Dean, tell him he needs to sleep.
Sorry. Okay, you know what? Enough with the insomnia crap. All right, but you need to crash. I'll keep working. You find a motel, get some sleep, okay?
Lucifer will not shut up.
Even now?
He's singing Stairway to Heaven right now.
Good song.
No,
Yes.
50 times in a row.
Same exact reaction.
Hey, Scott.
Please, Sam, you gotta help me.
What was happening?
I looked in one of my mom's old mirrors, and now I want to rip my face off. I think it was cursed.
All right, hold tight. We're on our way.
Let me guess, he touched something he was not supposed to.
Of course he did.
Was that okay?
Well, not exactly Oscar worthy, but I was convinced.
Were they gonna eat him?
Well, we can't have Scott here running his mouth, loose lips, yada yada yada. We will kill him, but that doesn't mean anyone ever has to notice he's dead.
Oh.
Pack your bags, Georgie. You are turning into one Scott Freeman for the next, 30-some odd years. Right, Scotty?
It's like you literally have to live with the choice of what you turn into.
So much for the cursed mirror.
Sam and Dean. It is such a pleasure to make your acquaintances. Oh, Dean, I am going to enjoy picking you out of my teeth.
Aw, that's lame. Stay on the floor, Sam.
There's a bucket of that stuff that you love throwing at us right there. Dunk me before she sees.
George really hates his job.
The sword!
Sure. Now, dunk her head in the bucket. Or not. Put it in
I
the
get that these things mean business,
storage.
but I can't just like uproot my life.
Sure you can. It's not as hard as you think.
These big mouths don't like to leave loose ends.
So don't you look back till you get someplace where you don't speak the language.
All right, I'm going. Thank you, I guess.
Easy peasy.
Explain to us why you helped us.
Because I am dying to know what that bitch tastes like. But let me get this straight. You want to eat your boss? You got a better way to make her stay dead?
So they eat themselves and eat others like them.
So, thanks for chopping her head off for me. Taking her on solo? Yikes. So really, thanks for the assist there. What the hell is Dick Roman building in Wisconsin? I don't know. I barely know where Wisconsin is. I'm a West Coast representative.
You gonna keep killing people who don't sign on the dotted line?
All right, take it easy. Don't you get it? You guys are freaking out about the wrong thing. Oh, you think? A couple of real estate deals? Come on. Big picture, guys. You think it's just here? It's everywhere. And it's a lot more ambitious than this little project. It's going to be a research center. Research for what? Disease. This, gentlemen, is where we are going to cure cancer.
I mean, why would Dick Roman want to cure cancer?
Because we're only here to help.
Right. Interesting. Cure cancer already.
Monsters cure cancer. Sentence I never thought I'd say. Why does it make me so nervous?
Yeah, I hear ya. So what do we do now?
You were gonna sleep on it. All the way to France. Capiche?
I wish I could.
Is there a sedative he can take? You know?
Go find your soft rock station. Always knocked you right out.
Like, essentially, that's what he needs to be knocked out.
Hey, Frank! Devereaux!
that's not a good sign. They got him. Aw, man. There's goo everywhere.
Not good.
Yeah. Oh, is he alive or dead? Oh. Okay, well, Alright, I'll take that minute so I can give you an accurate scene to take away from this episode. Well, it didn't take me too long to pinpoint the scene that I find memorable from this episode from my first watch. And that's the opening scene with the ballerina and the killer ballet slippers. Very gruesome, very creative, and very impressive. In fact, more impressive than the entire episode. And unfortunately, that seems to be the growing pattern with season 7. I'm more impressed with their opening scenes than I am with the actual episode, aside from episode 10, which, as I said, thank goodness was a geniusly done episode. But again, it adds to my confusion, you know? How could the writers get it so right in terms of narrative and performance and pacing and everything in episode 10, and so wrong for the most part for the rest of the episodes? I don't know. But here's where the silver lining is, where I can now say that I'm looking at the glass half full rather than half empty. And that is from some reassurances I've been given by email from some of my club members about the fact that I, shouldn't be discouraged too much, because apparently the episodes do start to get better towards the end of the season, which is really good. And I had to remind myself that when it comes to CW shows, just in general, to be fair and to be truthful, CW, they tend to have a lot of episodes, and it is normal for there to be a lot of filler episodes in the middle of the season. But I'm used to where towards the end of the season, it's very rushed and not very well done. So to be reassured by some club members, with no spoilers, thankfully, that the end of this season will actually be better, that's a good thing. And so, considering the fact that season 6 season finale was very disappointing, I'm going to hold on to hope and trust these viewers that really want me to have a good experience with this series so far. I'm just going to trust that things will pick up. Will it pick up in episode 17, episode 18, the next 2 episodes that I'm going to be watching? I hope so! But regardless, my Ashamoji rating for this episode is a 2. It's an okay episode. Not really interested in rewatching it, although if I were to watch a reactor watch this episode, I'll be looking out for their reactions to the smaller, cute moments, with Sam and Dean, especially with George. To be fair, I'll give George and his scenes somewhat of a runner-up in terms of something I'll remember, because I thought it was interesting that not only did he want to eat his boss, but Leviathans in general don't mind eating each other. I thought they were just into eating humans, but to each other, they're tasty too. So if that was mentioned in previous episodes and I missed it, well, I missed it. So yeah, that's probably the only main thing I take away from this episode in terms of extra information about the Leviathans as a whole. But that's pretty much it. So share with me in the comments if there's aspects of this episode you really enjoyed. And if you didn't enjoy something, share that too. I'm fine with you saying the episode was flat out boring, as I know there's one of you that never minds telling me that, and I actually don't mind seeing it. That's fine. And when I agree. So yeah, I could see how this episode was a bit boring at certain parts. It was the pacing that was a little bit kind of up and down. But what I did appreciate, and I'll just kind of make a note of that right now, is they were really trying to make it very clear that Sam's not okay, that even with sleep deprivation it's worse, and his attempts at trying to sleep hasn't been working. Although throughout my reaction I kept uttering all kinds of suggestions for them to get him to sleep, but nonetheless I understand what they're trying to show is that Sam's not okay, and that is going to likely be the bigger issue going forward. So I can only presume that likely they're going to have to look into supernatural means, perhaps, to get rid of Lucifer out of his consciousness. And if I have to put out a wacky theory, because it's been a while since I've done that, but I'm just going to throw it out there right now since it's popping to mind, I'm wondering if they're going to have to reach out to Crowley to perhaps reach out to Lucifer in his cage to maybe see if... Yeah, maybe not. I was going to say, like, to bring back Lucifer to get rid of the Lucifer hallucination somehow. It's not making any sense the more I keep thinking about it, so I'm going to shut it. There you have it, people. That is my reaction to episode 16 from the 7th season of Supernatural. Share your comments below, and if you want access to my full reaction to this episode with extra commentary and paused moments, what thereof, details about how to go about doing that is in the description box below, as well as details on how you can go about supporting this channel. If you're not interested in being a club member, at least supporting the channel will help me continue to grow here on YouTube. But regardless, I'm tuning out, peacing out for now until my next reaction video. Goodbye. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.